Welcome to our latest video, where we're counting down the top 10 harem anime, where the main character is an overpowered transfer student. These anime series are known for their thrilling action, hilarious comedy, and of course, their romantic plotlines. In this list, we've compiled the very best anime that feature a transfer student who is not only popular with the ladies, but also possesses incredible strength and powers. So sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into a world of romance, action, and supernatural abilities as we count down the top 10 harem anime, where the MC is an overpowered transfer student. Masu Geiken Exage. Haida Kizuna possesses the HHG, Heart Hybrid Gear, ability, but it is not strong enough to make him particularly important. His older sister calls him to transfer to a strategic defense school, where many of the students, many of which are large-breasted girls, use their HG abilities to fight invaders from another world while wearing extremely skimpy pilot outfits. Kizuna's fighting ability doesn't measure up, but his sister has another plan. Apparently, having erotic experiences with Kizuna will allow the girls to replenish their energy or power up. It looks like his new school life is going to be full of embarrassment. Rosario to Vampire. Yukai Academy appears to be a typical boarding school, except that its students are monsters learning how to coexist with humans. All students attend in human form and study standard academic subjects like literature, gym, foreign language, and mathematics. However, there is one unbreakable rule at Yukai Academy. Any humans discovered on school grounds must be executed immediately. Sukun Ano is a typical adolescent who is unable to attend any high school due to his poor academic performance. His parents enroll him in Yukai Academy, inadvertently as a last-ditch effort to secure his education. Sukun has a run-in with the most attractive girl on campus, Mocha Akashiya, as he unknowingly enters this new world. He decides to stay in the dangerous realm in order to advance his relationship with Mocha, not realizing that beneath her beauty lies a menacing monster, a vampire. Sukun's romantic exploits, experiences, and misadventures with a slew of beautiful but dangerous creatures are explored in Rosario to Vampire, a supernatural school comedy. Mashiroiro Symphony, The Color of Lovers. Some girls get upset when boys suddenly enter places where they have never been allowed before. As a result, when the decision is made to merge the elite Yuhain Girls Private Academy and the coeducational Kagamadai Private Academy, everyone wants to take extra precautions to avoid problems when bringing the two privates together. As a result, rather than introducing the Kagamadai boys into the Yuhain Girls' School all at once, a plan is devised in which a group of test males will be introduced into the Girls' Private Academy first. As a result, poor young Shingo is thrown as a sacrificial lamb to the lionesses of Yuhain, who aren't exactly welcoming him with open arms. Will Shingo be able to survive Yuhain's estrogen-soaked death pit? Can the girls learn to be more open to boys? And how long will it be before something involving panties causes emotions to flare, sparks to fly, and the battle of the sexes to erupt? The Hentai Prince and the Stony Cat. Yudo Yokodera wishes to be perceived differently than most men, as a pervert. However, his lewd behavior is frequently misinterpreted as good intentions, and people are unable to see his true nature. He searches for and prays for the removal of his facade after hearing rumors of a cat statue that can banish an unwanted trait. But each wish comes with a cost. Those undesirable characteristics are passed on to someone else who desires them. Yudo decides to regain his lost traits by seeking out the person who received them after realizing that vocalizing his dirty thoughts is not the best thing to do. He was not alone in praying to the cat statue, and now he must not only fix his own life, but also the lives of others. Showman Sample. Kimi no Kagurazaka is a commoner with a fetish for men's muscles, or so he tells himself if he wants to stay out of trouble at the elite all-girls school, Seiken Academy. Kimito is kidnapped by the school on the assumption that he prefers men, and he is forced to be their commoner sample, exposing the girls to both commoner and man so that the transition to the real world after school is not too abrupt. Kimito maintains the facade to protect his manhood after being threatened with castration if his sexual preferences do not match the school's assumptions. However, there are eccentric people around every corner who make Kimito's life even more difficult. Aika Tenkubashi, a social outcast who says whatever comes to mind, Hakuya Shiodon, a young genius, Karen Jinryu, a samurai's daughter obsessed with defeating Kimito, and Reiko Arisugawa, the perfect student who fantasizes about marrying Kimito, are among them. These four girls, along with the Connor himself, make up the Connor Club, which tries to teach the girls more about life outside of school, while Kimito gradually learns about the strange girls surrounding him. Rail Wars. Rail Wars is set in an alternate universe in which the Japanese government retains control of the country's railway systems. The railway system is allowed to thrive due to the stability provided by the government's leadership. Nado Takayama wants to work for Japan National Railways because it will allow him to live a comfortable life. To do so, he enters the company's training program, where students must demonstrate their knowledge of trains as well as their ability to deal with any challenges that may arise. During this time, he will meet students like the athletically gifted Ue Sakura, the always hungry Sho Iwizumi, and the human encyclopedia Haruka Komi. They will work together to survive their trainee period, while dealing with purse snatchers, bomb threats, and the looming threat of the extremist RG Group, which wants to privatize the railway system. Shuffle. Gods and demons now coexist with humans after the door between each of these worlds was opened. Tsuchimi Rin is a typical young high school student at Verbena Academy, who spends his days peacefully living with his childhood friend Cade. Unexpectedly, the King of Gods, the King of Demons, and their families move in next door to Rin. Sia, the god's daughter, and Nerine, the demon's daughter, appear to be deeply in love with Rin after meeting him in the past. Along with his playful friendship with upperclassman Asa and his encounter with the silent but adorable Primula, Rin has a lot on his plate dealing with each of these girls' affections. Invaders of the Rokujoma. When Kaoru Satomi's father is unexpectedly relocated for work, the first-year high school student is forced to find a cheap place to live on his own. Naturally, he jumps at the chance to move into Corona House's room 106 for only 5,000 yen per month. However, while everything appears to be going well at first, Kotaro soon finds himself with a lot more than he bargained for after stumbling upon a mysterious cave while working his part-time job. The next night, Kaoru is visited by a number of seemingly mythical figures, each of whom claims ownership of the poor student's apartment. Sana Higashihongen, a ghost said to haunt the room, magical girl Eureka, alien princess Thiamilis Grefor Torthi, and Kiriha Kurano, a direct descendant of the Earth people, are among the invaders. But more importantly, each of these four girls requires Kaoru's apartment for different reasons and will not give up without a fight. Shinryakusha no Rokujuma is a comedic battle royale involving supernatural beings, romantic high school hijinks, and a deceptively cordial landlady over a 6-tatami mat apartment. Haganai, I don't have many friends. When Kodaka Hasegawa learns that he will be transferring to a new school, he is determined to make a good impression and possibly make some new friends. However, Kodaka quickly discovers that he is out of luck when he is labeled as a violent delinquent due to his blonde hair and intimidating demeanor. Despite the passage of a month, Kodaka remains alone due to his infamous reputation. However, his life begins to change when he discovers fellow loner Yuzora Mikazuki in an empty classroom talking to her imaginary friend. After sharing stories about their lonely high school lives, Kodaka and Yuzora decide to start the Neighbors Club to overcome the difficulties of making friends together. Daily activities for people who don't have friends include learning social skills and how to fit in, which will hopefully allow them to make friends. With the help of the eroge-loving Sina Kashiwazaki and other eccentric outcasts, Kodaka may have finally found people he can call friends in this club full of hilarious oddballs. Hayate the Combat Butler. Murphy's Law states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and no better words can describe the unfortunate life of the hard-working Hayate Ayasaki. After his parents abandoned him after accumulating a debt of more than 150 million yen, he is sold to the Yakuza, beginning his quick escape from a future he does not want. On that fateful night, he comes across Naji Sanzanin, a young girl whom he decides to kidnap in order to repay his family's massive debt. Unfortunately, Naji believes Hayate is confessing his love to her due to his kind nature and a series of misunderstandings. After rescuing her from real kidnappers, Hayate is hired as Naji's personal butler, and it is revealed that she is a member of one of Japan's wealthiest families. Hayate, who is highly skilled but cursed with the world's worst luck, gets right to work serving his employer while dealing with the numerous misfortunes that befall him. Hayate is in over his head in the butler comedy Hayate no Gotoku, from taking care of a mansion to fending off dangerous foes and even unintentionally wooing the hearts of the women around him. So these were the top 10 harem anime, where the MC is an overpowered transfer student. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. I'll see you in the next one.